I'm Janine Lutz. I'm known in the warfighter community as Mama Lutz. I am a Marine mom, and my son, John Lutz, served in Iraq and Afghanistan. He was medically retired in 2011. He came home here, and he had severe PTSD. I saw a noticeable change in Johnny. And, but by 2012, Johnny started to do really good. He had made the decision to get off all the medication that the VA had prescribed, and he started to bloom and blossom, and he had smile and joy in his heart again. And in fact, he was going to school to be a helicopter pilot. He was doing really great. But the end of 2012, Johnny became triggered. His PTSD became triggered. And on January 1st, Johnny called me at 10:30 at night from his room and said, "Mom, I need you to lock up the guns, and I need you to take my pain meds." I said, "Okay, honey." So I grabbed his brother Justin, and we locked up all the guns in the house, and I went to Johnny's room, and he handed me his bottle of morphine, and he said, "Mom," he said, "if I need a pain pill," he goes, "just give me one." I said, "Okay, honey." And I said, "You know, are you okay? Are you going to be okay?" I knew nothing about suicide at that time. And he goes, he was teary-eyed, and he said, "I'll be okay, Mom." And so I took his morphine, locked him up. And on January 4th, which I didn't know, Johnny went to the VA in Fort Lauderdale on Sunrise Boulevard, and his medical records read, "Mr. Lutz presents teary-eyed and well-groomed." He stated that he had his mom lock up his guns, and she's controlling his pain meds. This is what he told the psychiatrist. And she said, "Well, how are you now, Johnny?" And he said, "I'm fine," as the tears continued to roll down his face. And well, we're going to give you Klonopin, and which is a benzodiazepine, which by the VA's own policies, you do not prescribe benzos to somebody with severe PTSD. And then he went next door to the pain doctor. This doctor never saw my son before, gave him 90 tablets of morphine, and increased his prescription by 65%, the dosage. And those two drugs are contraindicated, never supposed to be prescribed together. And 8 days later, my son was dead. I think it's criminal the way the VA is handling our warfighters, just giving them a pill or a drug for every symptom they have. They give them a pill. You know, the main thing that we need to address is, first, they can't sleep. Okay, they have problems sleeping. So instead of giving them a drug, allow them to do something natural. CBD, cannabis. Let them try that first. Let them get through, because the main thing is no sleep, right? When you don't have sleep, you can't focus, you can't think straight. All right, so that's the main thing. Let's get them sleeping. Then I would say to the families and to the mothers and to the spouses, find out who your warfighter served with, because they're probably scattered in other states. Bring them together. Let them have a reunion. Let them process what they went through together. Your warfighter might say, no, you know, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do that. But just present it to them. You know, present them. Plant that seed. Let them think about it. They need each other. They need to connect with each other, recognize that they need each other, and then live to tell. So it was about 5 months after Johnny's death. I was seeking help. I didn't know what to do. I would wake up in the morning and it would be, this is real. My son is gone. And I found a grief group, and I got there, and I was the first person there, and I sat down and I saw the people. They would start coming in, and there was this couple that sat across from me, and I could feel their pain just oozing out of them, just like it was me. And I just knew they must have just newly lost the child. And as the group started, everybody went around and said their child's name and how long ago their child died. And they said their child's name, and it was a girl, I remember. I think it was Lisa, and she died 16 years ago. And I said, that is not going to be me. I am going to love again. I am going to laugh and have joy. I can't see it now. I have no idea how I'm ever going to get out of this pain. But I focused on it. I said, you know, I want it. I want it, you know. And then I started my foundation about 7 months later. I said, let me raise awareness, you know, for PTSD, because I thought, you know, if another mother said something, maybe my son would be alive. I actually got angry. I said, why didn't another mother say something? And I said, well, I'm going to be that mother. I'm going to be that voice and help those, you know, that fought for us, fight for those who fought for us. And, but I said, how am I going to do this? And I heard a song on YouTube called Red Flags by Soldier Hard. And in that song, he said, you all need to buddy up. And when I heard that, it just grabbed me. And I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get everybody to buddy up on a local level, because my son never did that. He never connected with anybody locally. You know, he tried to erase his past, to act as if it didn't happen. And we can't do that. We have to face it. We have to go through it, and go through it with people who have gone through it as well. Everybody needs a purpose, right? So get involved in your community. How can you help another warfighter family? What can you do? You know, let's get the focus off ourselves, you know, and our own pain, you know. And I have pain. I had pain, you know. But if when we don't focus on our own pain, focus on how we can help other people, you know, we can see a new way. We can find a new way.